Oh, stop. No, keep going. Much better, much better. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming to join me for another story time with Deadpool. It's a pleasure to see you all here, especially those of you that have made this journey with me all the way through the day. Thank you so much. All right, that's enough talking about you. Back to me. We're going to do a story that is a beloved bedtime favorite and always makes a lot of money. This story is Cinderpool. A little louder applause would be nice. There it is. Thank you. I know it's late in the day, but come on, people. Once upon a time, All right, we all know the drill. Everybody together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Once upon a time. That was not very good. We're not going to do that again. Upon a time, once, Cinderpool lived in an enchanted mansion with her step professors and her step mutants. The biggest step mutant, Colossus, was always very bossy and giving silly instructions like, make sure you put your name on your leftovers and close the windows when the AC's on, and for the love of Feige, would you stop Donald ducking around the whole mansion? Wear some pants! The other step mutant, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, which is such a cool name, isn't it? It's so good. She was always texting and rolling her eyes. She's so Gen Z. Both of these step mutants were very jealous of Cinderpool because Cinderpool had a much, much larger fan base. One day, an expendable non-union extra came running in front of the mansion screaming. It was going to be King Thanos throwing the biggest battle of Phase 3. The last good phase. Yeah. Cinderpool desperately wanted to go to the big battle, but Colossus said,
"No, it is too dangerous, and you are not a good part of the team."
Colossus then ripped apart Cinderpool's favorite costume, and Negasonic blasted it with her mind powers. It was so cool, so Gen Z, so on fleek, no cap sigma. Cinderpool was distraught, and he was very exposed as he ran out onto the mansion grounds, stumbling for dramatic effect. But then he looked up, and he saw something forming. It was a beautiful, golden sparkle circle. And out of that sparkle circle stepped Cinderpool's very hairy god mutant. Out of that circle stepped Cinderpool's okay, all right, hi. Wolverine! Oh, fairy god mutant Wolverine! I desperately want to go to the big battle, but all of my step mutants destroyed my favorite costume.
Shut up.
He said lovingly.
What?
No, I'm telling a story, okay? My costume's been destroyed, I can't go to the battle, we have a whole big thing going on.
Nobody cares. Get another costume. Stop whining. God.
Well, with that sage life advice, Cinderpool ran to the wardrobe department, got a freshly laundered costume, put it on, and headed to the big battle. He was late because he stopped to get a chimichanga along the way at a local 7-Eleven. But 7-Elevens don't sell chimichangas anymore, so we had to go to 3 other gas stations just to... Anyway, when we arrived, the Avengers were winning! Captain America looked so good in those tight pants. Cinderpool looked around for his fairy god mutant Wolverine, who was...
I'm going to Pim's.
Well, anyway, Cinderpool looked and saw on the stairs of the alien spaceship as they were all running away a single golden glove. Thank you. Good job. Cinderpool picked that glove up and said, "I wonder if this fits," and put it on. After a bunch of buzzing, whirring, and clicking, it was a perfect fit. Tony Stark looked over and started screaming, "No! Take that glove off!" Okay. And then all the other Avengers started running over. Tony Stark keeps yelling, "I don't want to be in this franchise anymore! Let me do it! Stop! Do not snap!" So Cinderpool did snap. Both physically and mentally. He does that all the time. Just snapping over and over. People were disappearing, reappearing. It was really dramatic. There was crying. A lot of things happened. But eventually, Cinderpool stopped. And everybody was back. Except for those people that always show you all the pictures of their dogs. We don't like any of those people just walking around with their phone. But Cinderpool was the hero. At that point, all the Avengers tackled Cinderpool to the ground, ripped the glove off of him, blah, blah, blah. When the whole film went to theaters later, they replaced Cinderpool's face with Tony Stark's. He gets to be the big hero, and then it goes on to become the most profitable film in the Feige Cinematic Universe, the FCU. We could afford to cut a letter out of that, probably. But the good news is, this inspired Cinderpool to start his own film franchise, which went on to become increasingly popular. And then they invited Cinderpool back to the Avengers Endgame 2, Electric Boogaloo. That is the end game. See what I did there? It's a play on. Thank you so much for joining me today for the very last story of the day. So until I see you all in an hour at my... Uh-oh, did I give something away? Thank you for joining me for Story Time with Deadpool.